After a lot of research and different debates I've been seeing, it is finally time for me, your favorite YouTuber, Wetzup, to give his official 2024 FNCS Global Championship predictions. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel, because we just hit 1K subscribers and that was a huge goal for me. Now we're going for 2K. So please help me reach this goal, and please subscribe and turn on post notifications and use code Wetzup in the Fortnite item shop, because the FNCS pickaxe came out and you know you're gonna be buying it. So when you buy it, make sure to support me and use code Wetzup. That's WETZUP. Without further ado, let's hop into this, baby. So before we jump into the top 10, let's talk about my boom or bust picks. These are the teams that could either pop off and have a high finish or completely bomb out of the competition. Plus, I'll be throwing in a few honorable mentions for teams that just missed the cut but are still worth watching. Let's go. First up for boom or bust is Malibuca Merstach. They're going to be contested by Alex and Worthy off spawn, which is risky, but if they manage to win those early fights, they will be in a great spot. This team is a serious threat, but it could go either way for them. Next up for my boom or bust, I have King and Phaser. They're coming off a win in Brazil's FNCS Grand Finals and have been grinding hard in scrims on any servers. They also won a cash cup this season, and if their hard work pays off, they could break into the top 10, but if the LAN pressure gets to them, they might fall short. For my final boom or bust pick, it's going to be Cooper and Khanada. They are the defending FNCS Global Trophy champions, but they only managed to get a 14th place in the last grants and haven't qualified for the Duos Cash Cup this season. They've had a month to adjust to the current meta, so it's possible they'll show up strong, but it could also go south if things don't click for them in their duo. So that was my 3 boom or bust picks. Give me your boom or bust picks in the comments below, and then let's get into these honorable mentions. So my first honorable mention will be going to Reet and Ritual. I know you might be thinking that it's crazy and they're not in the top 10, but me personally, I don't think they will be breaking it because they are contested off spawn and they will not have the forecast tower, but they do have LAN experience on their side. So I'm going to keep an eye on them because they could surprise us with a strong performance. Now for my next honorable mention, I have Muzz and Epic Will. They are incredibly talented fighting duo, but they are also contested on spawn, and they will not be having the forecast tower. They are a newly formed team, so it'll be interesting to see how they adapt on LAN. So for my final honorable mention, it will be Reason of a Deal. They got solid LAN experience and great recents, but without the weather reveal and a shambles split drop up in the top right of the map, they just missed my top 10 list. They're still a team with a lot of upside, and they could easily prove me wrong. So that concludes my honorable mentions. If you want to put your honorable mentions in the comments below, feel free to do that, and let's hop into what you came for, the top 10 picks for my 2024 FNCS Global Champion. So for my 10th place team, I have Batman Boogie Rapid. This team is uncontested at Grim Gate, which gives them an advantage right off the bat, and they both got LAN experience, which is a huge in these big events. Plus their recent performances have been solid. Definitely a team to keep your eyes on. They could crack the top 3, but we will see. So for my number 9 spot, I have Vivo and Flixie, and they are uncontested at Reckless Railways. They also got LAN experience, and they've also had great recents. So for the possibility of fighting for the weather tower, I think that they could definitely make a huge performance in Dallas, and they could potentially break top 3. So surprisingly, coming in at number 8, I have Clicks and Vino. But the thing is, they are newly contested, and this is going to make their path to the top much tougher. They'll be fighting for the weather tower, and Clicks hasn't had a lot of LAN experience since DreamHack and World Cup era. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out. And at number 7, I have Trulix and Chico. They're uncontested at Train Station, which comes with a healing event machine, a great mountain for positioning for Surge, and kind of central map location. And it even has a chance of spawning the weather reveal, and this can make a big impact for them on LAN. If they get the spawn, say 6 out of 6 games, they could potentially get first place. But you know what? It all comes down to luck kind of in Fortnite, which is kind of unlucky, but we will see. And at number 6, I have Cammy and Seti. They're uncontested at a great spot with slurp plants, a potential bunker spawn, easy surge routes, and a healing event machine. They also got a lot of LAN experience to back it up, so do not sleep on them. And at number 5, I have Swizzy and Vanyak. Despite having no LAN experience, they still managed to rank in my top 5. Even though they are triple conned off spawn at the raft, I think that they still have the chance to crack into my top 10. So with that let's hop into number 4. So at number 4, I have Acorn and Cold. Yes, they are contested, but the team contesting them, Andy Lex and Cito, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but they probably won't pose much of a threat because they are a other region team. I think they're Middle East and they're not that good, no LAN experience, blah blah blah. So Acorn and Cold have been on fire and have amazing recent placements, and their team chemistry is off the charts, man, let me tell you, and I'm expecting big things from them. So at number 3, I have Paper and Victor V. So they are uncontested at a decent split drop, but Victor V is young, which might make the LAN a little nerve-wracking for him and a bit tricky, but their team chemistry is great. They also got a weather tower that could potentially spawn, and they're a solid height team. So I think they're definitely top 3 material, or even top 1. So at number 2, I sadly have Peterbot and Pollo. It's surprising that they are not my number 1 given Peterbot's talent, but they're triple contested, which is a huge drawback. However, they're still fighting for the weather tower, which can save time in rotations, and with their amazing recent placements have been near perfect. That could play a factor in them getting number 1, but we'll have to see it play out in the actual LAN, and with Peterbot's LAN experience, it has not been great. So with that to say, let's hop into number 1. You will be surprised. Bryson Bowles. Bryson Bowles is my number one team. This dude is uncontested at Junkyard with excellent surge routes, a potential bunker spawn, and a location that's central enough to be effective. Most importantly, they got access to the weather station, which could potentially be the key to their success. Their recent performances have been top notch, and they were also at the last FNCS LAN and they placed 6. So I expect them to take home the FNCS trophy and win the whole thing. And there you have it. Those are my top 10 teams going to the FNCS LAN in Dallas. Along with my boomer bust picks and honorable mentions, let me know in the comments who your top 5 teams are, because I know a top 10 for me can be overwhelming. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications when you join the video. And hey, if you're buying anything from the item shop, you know, the new FNCS pickaxe, anything, make sure to use code Wetzup, because that really does support me, and I am a college student, and it really does truly help. And even just subscribing to me and watching my videos helps me out a lot, because I love every single one of my supporters. I love everyone that watches the video, everyone that comments. I comment back to you. I like your comment. I love every single one of you. You guys really give me motivation to keep making videos. So comment any video ideas you have down below. I've been thinking about making a Fragger for Dummies video with my duo Miss Keeperman, but never know. Just put anything in the comments, and let's get ready for this LAN. And please, Bryson Bowles, take it home for me, baby. Peace out.